Good morning, I am the principal of Crisol Culturas, a primary school, and today I'm going to do a morning routine. Our school is a daily challenge. We have more than 15 nationalities and 13% of our students with a special education need. Until I prepare my breakfast, I'm going to check my email. Oh my god! I just received the teacher well-being report. Let's go to check. Look at this number. They are very tough. Only 13% of my teachers have high well-being. 83% are stressed because of the workload and 63% because of student behavior. Also, they say they lack skills for inclusive education. As a principal, I must act. I'm going to use AI to design a development plan. I'm going to use Gemini to give it the exact prompt and see if it can help me. Here is the full output generated by the AI. Now I'm going to choose 5 of these 10 that the AI generate. The first measure is co-teaching. This is highly appropriate for our contest because we have a 13% SAN population and high ethnic diversity. This measure is fully supported by current legislation, especially the LOM law, which strongly promotes inclusion. The main actors involved here are regular teacher, special education teacher, and student. What I really valued about this is how it changed the relationship. It is switched teaching from an isolated task into a collaborative peer relationship, significantly reducing the stress on a single teacher. Next, we have the community village, volunteer network. For our contest with families from 15 different nationalities, this is crucial for bringing their linguistic and cultural background into the school. It aligns perfectly with regional legislation on coexistence and diversity. The actors are the family, community leader, student, and staff. By involving them, we transform the school-family relationship from being distant to truly collaborative. Having family help with low-risk tasks directly reduces teacher workload and improves student behavior. The third measure is creating a universal design for learning resource bank. In our diverse contests, this directly addresses our staff knowledge gap, so they don't have to reinvent the wheel every day. This is backed by national legislation regarding universal accessibility. It involves the entire teacher staff and management team as the key actor. Most importantly, it completely changed the teacher-student relationship because it gives teachers immediately to reach all learning levels simultaneously without burning out. Fourth, we need extremely reporting protocols. Looking at our context, this is essential to tackle the 83% of teachers who cite workload as their main stressor. We can implement this thanks to legislation that permits school autonomy. The actors here are our administration staff and the teachers themselves. By reducing paperwork, this reconfigures time and possibly impact relationships, allowing teachers to focus on the pedagogical relationship with their students instead of drawing in bureaucracy. Finally, I select sensory-friendly environment audit. This is a direct, tangible response for our contest, where currently only 15% of teachers report high well-being. It is supported by occupational health and safety legislation. The actors involved are all the school staff and the main STEM team. By fostering a calm physical environment, we directly improve the teacher-student relationship, as it reduces both behavior dysregulation in children and sensory fatigue in our team. But as a principal, I must be critical. The AI plan is a good starting point, but it's too much theoretical. It imagines a perfect world, and my school is real life. First, when we look at educational diversity, the AI completely forget about the economic problem of our family. For example, it is suggests using digital platform and parent volunteer network. But in my school, many families do not have a computer or internet at home. Also, many parents work very long hours just to survive, so they cannot easily come to the school to volunteer. The AI completely ignorates this reality. Second, it makes the organizational dynamic look way too simple. The AI thinks that if it just write a new rule for teacher, everything will work perfectly. But human relationships are complex. Our teachers are already very tired and stressed. If we change how they work, there will be fear and natural resistance. We cannot fix stress but by adding a new police. Finally, it ignores the real everyday conflict in our neighborhood. It does like writing a document will magically change the school culture overnight, but true inclusion takes time, empathy, and daily effort. Technology can give us a list of ideas, but only a human team can build a real community.
In our classroom today, there are very different students, but I will highlight two types of diversity. The first one is cognitive diversity, meaning students who learn at different pace or need more help. The second one is cultural diversity, meaning students from different culture and speaking different language. Facing this diversity, the school and teacher must make a crucial decision. Stop teaching everyone in the exact same way and start using flexible methods like universal design for learning or project-based learning adapted to different levels. To do this, we must change a schedule, organize group differently, and use varied material. However, this decision creates a constant tension or dilemma. The balance between treating everyone fairly and following a standardized system, attending properly to each student require more time and coordination. The dilemma is how can teacher dedicate that extra time without delaying the rest of the class, while also having to follow a rigid curriculum? Furthermore, this challenge is even more complex because, as the data shows, many teachers already feel overworked, which generates stress. In conclusion, inclusion is not just about how to teach, it's a broader challenge affecting school resource, teach well-being, and the demand of the education system.
To organize the school, I would prioritize this free case decision. We mix students from different levels in workshop. It is a complex decision because it creates a dilemma. Balancing the novel inclusion with the resistance of some teachers who prefer the traditional one, because they have a easier structure. Also, I change the schedule so teacher and tutor can meet every week. The main actors involved are the manager team and the teacher staff. I invited community leaders to our school meeting. One possible unexpected consequence is that the traditional school hierarchies become more horizontal. which might be uncomfortable for some traditional staff member. Finally, this decision reflects a distributed and democratic leadership abroad. Inclusion is everyone's responsibility, not just for the principal. I believe I deserve an 8 because I have completed all part of the exam and applied the theory to a contest, but I know my English pronunciation is not perfect.
The idea I have gained from this subject is that there is much more complex work, tension, and dilemma behind the executive team decision that we usually think. Obviously, yes, that there can be many different types of organizational structure and time management, not just the simple, rigid traditional timetable we all had when we were kids. That every single person needs specific attention. Students are not all the same, which is why we must bring different organizational dynamics into the classroom to truly include those diversity. Yes, because now I understand that attending to diversity is the base of everything. If we don't do it, a bad climate is created in the classroom, students do not learn, and teachers end up frustrated and burned out because they do not know how to handle the situation. Preparing this video and creating the script for my Invent School has taught me to think like a real principal. It's helped me realize how to apply all the theory to real, daily problems rather than just memorize content.